Commissioner French, I just have a couple of questions that you might imagine what I'm going to ask you about. I'm going to ask you about Dr. Bob Lutz and his departure. What can you tell us about his departure from the health district?
So there's going to be a press conference at 11 o'clock, and the health administrator, Amelia Clark, will be discussing that at that time.
The question I have, I imagine for a lot of people, they woke up to the news this morning that he's been asked to resign or step down or whatever the case may be, but we're 8 months into a pandemic. I imagine a lot of folks maybe are concerned to see that the region's health officer is leaving in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah, again, I really can't talk about it until the 11 o'clock press conference, and I don't want to get sideways with our health administrator, and so all of these questions will be answered at that time. Yeah, sorry, but that's really need to make sure that the messaging is from a central point, and that's our health administrator.
I understand that point, Commissioner, but maybe what's your message to the broader public about, I mean, they might be feeling uneasy about just a change in leadership given the point that we're at right now?
Well, you know, there are multiple sides to that equation. There's some that are feeling comfortable about where we're at, and a lot of other folks that are not feeling comfortable and stuff. And so obviously with their spikes that we're experiencing and some of the challenges that we're going through as a community, we need to change the paradigm. We need to be able to drive those numbers down and stuff. So that's the important message out of all of this, is people still be diligent, wear the mask, wash your hands, maintain social distancing, and let's get ourselves out of this so that we can go back to the lives that we enjoyed back in January and February this year.
And I don't want to belabor the point, but do you think Spokane County residents should be reassured whoever does fill that role that Dr. Lutz is leaving will be a qualified person and will take the county in the right direction in terms of its response to COVID?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's a lot of good medical knowledge and partnerships in this community and stuff, and so we will be making that announcement here shortly, and we'll move forward.
Does the county have someone in mind for that position already?
It's really up to the health district board and the administrator. It's not, you know, the Spokane County is not in charge of the health board. We are a member to a health district, and so it's the board of directors for the health district that make that decision, not the county. We are one of the few counties in the state that doesn't have the health department as part of the county structure and stuff. So at this point, it's up to the health district board.
What were your personal thoughts on him being asked to resign?
You know, I'm going to wait until after the 11 o'clock before I make any comments about that.
Okay.
Okay.
In terms of kind of where we're at just with COVID in the community, I mean, like the rest of the nation, much of the nation, we're seeing a big spike here. What do you think needs to be done to address that?
You know, I don't want to speculate. I'm not a medical officer. I am, but you know, we need to chart a course that'll get us out of this and stuff. So I'm sure that we're going to be working with the medical professionals, and again, a lot of this is you know, self-discipline for the community. We can control our own destiny if we adhere to the protocols. So.
Anything you'd like to add? Are you hopeful? Are you surprised by the decision? What's your reaction to the decision? I know you don't want to get into details, but just kind of.
Yeah, I don't want to usurp you know, the protocols that we have in place for the health district. Our health administrator will be talking about that and stuff. So I'll let her speak on behalf of not only the agency but also the board.
Okay.
And then I've heard from other people who work at the health district that it had to do with disagreements with administrators. Is that part of the reason he was asked to step down?
I don't want to speculate on that. I mean, that's a personnel issue, and so that's really between the administrator, the board, and the health officer. So, but because it's a personnel issue, I don't want to speculate on that.
I think you answered all our questions, Commissioner French.
I apologize. You know, it's again, the 11 o'clock will be probably where you get the majority of your answers and questions answered.
I think kind of the main point from a lot of people when they just hear the news is the reaction. It seems like an odd time to be changing a health officer 8 months into the pandemic.
You know, there's a lot of opinions around the timing of this, and you know, there's a lot of angst in the community about, you know, why are we not moving further? Why have we not moved faster? There are a lot of businesses that are struggling. There are a lot of families that are struggling, you know, until the at the national level we get some kind of stimulus package and stuff. There's a lot of folks that are really hurting. You know, we just, as the Board of County Commissioners, we just gave the food bank another $2.5 million to address food sustainability. We're doing things for rent assistance. I mean, this is unique times, and so we're doing what we can to help those in our community, especially those that are at that are struggling the most. So, yeah, it's a difficult position, and a lot of folks are really anxious about getting out of this.
Mitch and French, thank you for your time.
Well, you bet.
Appreciate it.